It looks like Hurricane Idalia is going to hit Tampa Wednesday morning. Now, we are getting widespread reports of fuel contamination and in at least 24 gas stations in the Tampa area, hampering evacuations. We'll talk about that. We also have India actively considering sugar export bans possibly within the next couple weeks. We have a showdown in Niger as Niger has ordered the French ambassador to leave, and the French ambassador said no. So that's a problem. And we also have widespread testing of deer here in the United States, and they found enough cough cough to justify more lockdowns. That and a whole bunch more to cover. Let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant, and you guys give me a lot of information by email and also by comments. Use the word update in a comment on this channel to get it to the right place, or if you need to email me directly at poplarpreparedness@gmail.com. I appreciate all of you guys getting us the good information that you are. We want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. If you have retirement funds that you're going to keep in a retirement fund, please do invest that wisely. If you want to get into something more stable like gold, silver, or platinum coins, Jonathan and his team can help you out and answer your questions. There'll be a link at the end of the video to get more info from them. All right, so Hurricane Idalia looks like it will strengthen to a projected Category 4 hurricane. Of course, it's weather, so subject to change. It's also kind of zeroing in on Tampa, so it may shift up and down the coast a little bit, but it's looking like it's going to hit the western Florida coast. If you're in Florida, you already know this. Everyone's going crazy and buying up all the water, and things are running out at stores in Tampa. People who didn't think ahead are going to be having a hard time getting what they need. We have gas contamination. So apparently some of the Citgo stations, someone mixed up diesel with gasoline, and they dumped diesel into the gasoline tanks at over 24 Citgo stations. So if you're looking for gas, stay away from Citgo stations. That supplier actually does, unfortunately, give gas to some other no-name stations. So you might want to buy from brand name stations that are not Citgo if you're in the Tampa Bay area. That did happen Saturday afternoon, and hopefully they've isolated all that, and that shouldn't be a problem going forward. But if you bought some gas from a Citgo station since Sunday afternoon, you might want to check to make sure that it's not contaminated before you put it into a generator or something. That is definitely not something we need going on out there. All right, so a new study out of Ohio, they did forced nasal swabs of 1,500 white-tailed deer. And apparently they found a whole lot of the cough cough. 10% of them testing positive, sort of like the false positives we see out there. Or if you just think of it this way, imagine you're a research assistant on a team and you swab 1,500 deer's noses. It's probably not an easy thing to capture that many deer and then to swab them. You're darn tootin' straight that you're going to detect something significant. You're not going to swab 1,500 deer and not find something, right? You'll do whatever it takes, even changing the numbers in order to find something. But apparently it's mutating 3 times faster than in the human population. And like I said, supposedly 10% of the deer are testing positive for cough cough. This was in 2021 all the way through the end of 2022. Will they use it to justify more stuff? That's what it sounds like. All right, so let's go over what happened at the BRICS meeting down in South Africa. This is a comprehensive 40,000-foot look. So the big news out of the BRICS meeting was that they have voted to expand the BRICS membership. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, but they've added Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, Egypt, Argentina, and UAE. They will be inducted, I believe, the first of the year, and they will be full voting members when they come back next summer. Now, they chose not to move forward with a BRICS currency. mostly because India is blocking it. India does not like the idea, and so they've been blocking it. I think the idea was that China was really pushing for more members so that it could then get more votes to override a country like India when it comes to the currency. They did set up that they are going to come back next year, and they're going to have their finance ministers, their all the different treasury departments or whatever the equivalent is in each country to come back with systems so that they can conduct international trade between their members using local currencies. So not a BRICS currency, but they're building the infrastructure so that they can transfer money back and forth between each countries and conduct trade without using dollars. And they are already setting those things up, but they just kind of formalized that, and it is creating the backbone of the system that a BRICS currency would trade on. A number of the larger banks in China have come on board with supporting and facilitating that. There is the Iranian network. Russia has a payment system network, and China has a payment system network. So money is already starting to move back and forth without actually touching dollars. So they're de-dollarizing, and that's the important thing out there. So the French embassy was ordered to evacuate within 48 hours in Niger, and the ambassador said no. So that's the latest word we have out of there. To put that in perspective, France has over 1,000 soldiers in Niger right now at military bases inside Niger. The United States has approximately 3,000 soldiers in Niger too. Neither country has pulled their troops out. And when you look at 4,000 Western troops compared to the Niger army, it's not that lopsided, right? It's not that lopsided. So the question is are Western countries going to basically just say, no, we're not going to do that, and protect their own embassies with the troops that they have in the countries? They have enough troops that they could even potentially resupply and reinforce those bases. And I don't think Niger would really necessarily be able to stop them. So we have a showdown certainly gearing up in Niger. The government of Niger seems to be very unwilling to push things too far because they don't want to look weak and incompetent. So they're very reluctant to go toe-to-toe with the Western powers because they don't think they'd last very long. ECOWAS, the Eastern African Union, they're still threatening military action, but as of now, we don't have reports of a sizable military buildup on the Nigeria border. Nigeria has a whole bunch of issues down there, as opposed to Niger. Nigeria has a lot of issues in their country. Their military is tied up just trying to provide peace and security to their country, so how much of their forces could they really shake free in order to be part of invading Niger? This is from Mark in Tucson, Arizona. Went to Lowe's to buy seeds for the winter planting here in Tucson. They had no seeds at all. I asked the manager what was going on. Did not get a straight answer. The salesperson in the garden department told me that they had gotten rid of them. So no seeds at Lowe's apparently in Arizona. Went to Home Depot and got a few seed packets, but their stock was very low. This is the time of year to get a winter garden going in Tucson. So it's planting season. We saw that this past year, seeds are just getting harder to find. They really seem to be working hard at making sure that we can't get the seeds we need to grow our own food. This is from a viewer in the Denver area, suburbs area. Our local Kroger store has had some areas that have increasingly fewer items in stock. For example, my husband was able to get some canned turkey each week for our stockpile just a few months ago, but he said each time he went back in the last couple months, there have been fewer and fewer cans. Now he said the entire section that once had canned turkey is gone. They had spread out more of the canned chicken and other items into that spot, and it appears they have no immediate plans to restock. It does make you wonder if there's some turkey shortage and we won't know about it until the holidays are approaching. We will be looking into that as we get closer for sure. There were 2 employees putting stickers, once again, this is Denver, Colorado. 2 employees putting stickers at the entrance to each checkout lane on the floor that said, "Wait here." A precursor of them doing social distancing again. Folks, I know we've all seen those stickers on the floor and a reminder of some pretty crazy days gone by, but have you noticed that those stickers, by and large, have not been removed? And scary to see more places putting them down again. Saw one lady who saw the sticker on the floor and made sure she was exactly standing on it, as if she was dutifully following the directions. We have far too many people in this country and in other countries that are like that, completely ready to obey anything that comes without any second thought. Lots more canned items are short-dated, as if they have been sitting around in storage somewhere, and others now have in small print that they have genetically modified ingredients. So in the United States, they were having the genetically modified ingredients in there for a while, but at the beginning of this year, they were required to start putting that label on, which means all those canned goods were made since the beginning of this year. Think about that. Shorter dates, and yet they were made this year still. What's up with that? Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Northern Nancy says Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Get my geography all mixed up. Our tomato vegetable garden is not doing well. The one vegetable we have always done well has been tomatoes, not this year. My son has been carefully taking care of it, but to no avail. And a bunch of you kind of chimed in. You're seeing the same thing where you are. Same in northern Wisconsin. Same in southern New Jersey. Been gardening 40 years. I can grow anything, but not this year. Are you guys seeing out there just a really unusual gardening year? I've had less luck this year myself. Not terribly so, but less luck this year with the things that I've been kind of working on. I know some are going to point to what's coming down from the air, whether it's from the smoke or intentional smoke that's being dropped out of planes. We've definitely, I used to think that was all crazy, and now I'm starting to second guess it a little more. I know some of you have been on board with that for a while, that there's stuff being dropped out that's intended to make it harder to grow stuff. Wilkinson says, north side of Indianapolis, Meyer and Aldi have gaps everywhere, at least a third of the store's open spaces. And this is just an update from me. I mentioned the RMA ceramic body armor, and I got an email from them. I purchased it last week, and apparently they have a Labor Day sale with a 15% off code. So I'll put that down in the description down below. If you're looking into that, they got cheap ceramic plates and 15% off. I wish I had gotten that. But anyway, Jen in upstate South Carolina. My husband took my car to put gas in it, and he got the last of the gas they had. Once again, South Carolina. Wasn't even enough for a full tank. Fill up if you can. I don't see this getting better with everything going on with shipping shortages and, of course, the hurricane. This was a Shell station. This is from Cabin Girl. Walmart in North Georgia now limiting great value canned chicken 4-packs to 3 per customer only. Chick coin getting limited out there, friends. PF4 says, hey Steve, coming to you live from Los Angeles today. I've been on the hunt for 25-pound bags of beans at Costco. I frequent all 4 stores surrounding where I live, and they've all been out of beans for almost a month now. I'm regretting not buying them the last time I saw them. I went to a different store literally 2 days later hoping to find the type I was looking for, and they had none, and I haven't seen them since. I go to Costco about 3 times a week. Friends, that's a good question to ask yourselves, isn't it? If you go to the store tomorrow or next week and it was just empty and there was nothing there, what would you be sorry you hadn't bought more of? Just think that through. Just look around your pantry, look around your house and be like, if things kind of stop turning next week, what will you have wished you had bought more of? And make sure it's not perishable, right? What imperishable things would you have wished you'd stocked up more on? Regret is a horrible thing. Ibu Guru says, Fairfield County, Connecticut. Walmart was totally out of Melton dip, which is like a Velveeta equivalent. All sizes, regular and reduced fat. A couple weeks ago, supplies were as hefty as ever. So, big change there. Took the last half gallon of half and half. Only some quarts left. Dairy products were spotty all over, including low fat and skim milk. We're seeing dairy issues out there, folks. Might be good to get some shelf-stable milk if you have the option. I don't know why shelf-stable milk here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is just like impossible to find. I don't know if there's like some Pennsylvania law against it or something. I don't know. But do what you can to get more prepared out there, friends. And if you're in the Florida area, please do take care and take some steps to protect yourself and take care of your neighbors as best you can. And friends, if you're not in Florida, please do be praying for the folks that are about to get hit by this thing in Florida tomorrow morning. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up there. If you want to talk to Jonathan and his team or get some more information from them, there's a sign-up form right here. Thanks so much for watching. Steve Poplar of The Poplar Report, out.